what I see is that in the last 20 years, what has really worked for me are the 5 fundamental things. 1, believe in the journey, not the destination. Because if you don't enjoy the journey, you will not really going towards the destination. The second thing, be humble, be honest. Throw your ego when you come to the workplace or you are working on your own personal business. Third, every day is a learning. Swami Ramakrishna and Swami Vivekananda both have said that as we learn, we live. So we all should be inculcating and implementing that practice in our everyday life. And that has really worked for me. Fourth, don't settle. Continue to disrupt. Continue to ask the question, as Pradyumna said. Aditi also talked about the emotional satisfaction, and so do I. I really believe that if you learn and invest every 2 years in your own personal and professional journey, you will not be obsolete. You will keep going. And the fifth, seek opportunities, network well, and also surround yourself with the like-minded people who really take you towards your long journey. So that's about me. I am the CMO of the shorterloop.com. It's an AI-powered, one of the leaders in AI product management platform based in USA. So, let me ask you some questions. How many of you are using AI tools knowingly and unknowingly today? Great. How many of you are overwhelmed by the sheer volume of AI tool so that you think that I need to master all of these today if I need to get going? Wow. And how many of you really believe that AI is giving you the safe and the reliable input? True. So here are some statistics before I get going. Today, 90% of the marketers use AI, and close to 88% of them believe that AI can improve the overall marketing engagement and the customer interaction and personalize that. We had to wait for months to research to come for a particular product that we are going to innovate or we want to disrupt in the market. We don't know what really customer wants. By the time we will come up with our product, will the customer biases, their preferences, their challenges will remain the same? No. And it's hard, expensive. You go with the big 4 companies for doing your researches and you find it's so expensive. But today is not the case. So gone with the guesswork and the gut feeling that marketers used to use it. Doing the fast forward for now, here are some shocking statistics about the marketing, traditional way of doing marketing. Some of the things I really believe and I keep seeing it. One is that today only 86% of the TV viewers work on the TV advertisement, but they skip it when those advertisements come. The second one, only 8% of the people who had watched a TV ad, if you ask them within 24 hours of time, do you really remember the brand? They can't say no. Third, if you look into the different print advertisement channels like newspaper, you have brochures, you have signboards, you see the airport ads, and you ask them what is the overall revenue they are getting or what is the overall response rate, you can see it all yourself right here. So, ask the question, will you be really spending your marketing budget on these traditional tools? No. Why not? When we have the better things to do at the better amount of time and at the right time and at the right moment and gathering your right amount of customer data right now and not waiting for months to come. So these are the few of the tools that you see on the left hand side, which are the traditional way of doing marketing. But look, there is a digital storm that is going on the right hand side, and today is just some of the tools that I am showing you. But then there are a lot many tools that are AI powered, starting with the social media. There are a lot of Gen AI tools that we are using, and I have personally used 50 plus AI marketing tools, and today what I have given you or I'm going to give you are the 10 tools that I continuously believe is giving me the edge. Here are some of the statistics, how we started. 1999, 1990s, right? I started my career, 2003 I completed my BE in engineering in VTU, and then I did my MBA from UK. I did my second MBA from IIM Calcutta. I'm also an IIM Bangalore alumnus. I'm also a corporate mentor and board advisor and an independent director. So when I go through all these forums, not just doing my job in the corporate, what I see is there is a continuous evolution of how we do things better and using the technology in the right way. 1990, it started with the internet explosion. We all know how we used to use the search engine, and we also started writing the personal email. But then came the social media explosion. We remember Facebook, and that was the time we started engaging with our audience, more personal ads, more engaging content. But if you see the recent Meta AI enhancement and you see it right on the WhatsApp, you will be shocked what they are doing. And they are using some more than 200 algorithms at the back end to identify how do you type, what are your preferences, what would be your next action, and so on and so forth. 2010 came the big data and the predictive analytics, and this is where you see the more AI, even though we are using it, it was not like we see in 2020s where the Gen AI has totally disrupted. We see 200 plus AI tools across the globe. People are being using it. And if I go to my next slide, so let me ask you, how many of you think that AI is good for marketing and for your personal brand? Wow, only few hands I see. Good, I do see that. But a caution here, how you use AI and how much to believe it and how do you humanize it, that's the trick that you should be learning. Now, some of my personal experiences, if I go and talk about, when I started learning AI in 2013, I was in Ericsson, one of the directors of customer satisfaction and loyalty programs, working with 11 regions, and 100 reportees indirectly were reporting to me, all from sales, marketing, customer support, you take renewals, you take the BU, the product, services, you just name it. I started using Salesforce once again. And that point of time, Salesforce was giving me, okay, you take the data from the CRM, the list of contacts, you do the campaign, but Salesforce also taught me that how using the data and the open rate of my emails, I can do a personalization with my audience and each one-to-one. And that was one of my joyous moments. I can say that yes, you should be luring your customers, treat them uniquely, and that's how you create a lasting bond and also create a professional relationship. AI today has multiple benefits, and you see it all here, but I just would like to take some top 3 benefits. One, it helps you to protect and identify those fraudulent interactions that is happening. Example would be Visa. 2023, they started Visa AAI score that was to identify the pattern the pranksters or the fraudsters are using, and also to score them the likelihood of the enumeration attacks. It actually blocked 80 million fraudulent transactions, which saved $40 billion of dollars. So you can identify if AI is being used in the right way, it can do wonders. The second thing, personalization and reducing the operational cost, at the same time improving the revenue and the efficiency. I use ChatGPT, I use Perplexity, I use many other tools, but I will definitely tell you those 10 AI tools, if you use in the combination of what you are using, you can be a genius in marketing. Second thing is, when you are going to work with your audience, gathering the predictive data and the recommendation and the search insights, and also to be able to utilize that data to create an authentic campaign, that could be superbly important, and it is also very crucial. How do you really win over your audience, and they keep coming to your website or your mobile app or your businesses, and they create a long-lasting relationship. Third one, AI helps you to do your competitor strategy observation, coming up and giving you them great insights. Knowing those competitor strategies could be a red ocean or blue ocean strategies. How do you really identify what you should be doing and not copying them to get a competitive edge in the market? So now I am showcasing those 10 AI tools one by one. The first one, SEMrush. We use it for SEO in a simple way. If you want your website, could be any website, a corporate, your NGO, your educational website, and you want to rank them on Google or on Bing or on your mobile search engine, you should know what are the keywords. You should be doing those researches. You should also see what are your competitors' research keywords and what should be your strategy. It also tells you the gap in the keywords, and it also tells you that how are the other keywords that you can use, and over the years how you can see, or over the months or over the weeks, how your keyword strategy going towards the positive trends. The second one, Marlin. I'm not sure how many of you have heard Marlin. Have you heard Marlin? Great. Marlin will give you the real-time data information, and it also does three things for me. One, doing the brand sentiment analysis and brand strategy and the brand voice analysis. Second, it helps you to identify your audience and gives you the content, both long form and non-plagiarized short form content. Could be YouTube shorts, could be your carousels, could be your reels, could be anything. Of course, you as a person use your intelligence and the competence to make it better. Don't forget that the human touch is absolutely necessary. Third one, HubSpot Brief. I started using this recently, or 6 months ago, and I would say the three fundamental things that HubSpot does better than any other CRM tools. One is they have a co-pilot which goes through entire contact history and tells you the summary, telling when the contacts are going to check the emails or the other channel strategy that you are planning. It will also tell you what they like, what they don't like, so that you can personalize the content. And then it will also tell you what is the best time your users are viewing. And it is damn efficient. Second, after the co-pilot, it has its agent which actually schedule, write the content and do the A/B testing. Third, it has the final execution or intelligent tracking tool based on the buyer intent or the keywords, and based on that it tells you what are the keywords that buyers are searching or looking for on your website, and if you are not there, you have to add those things and make your campaigns better. Next one. You might be knowing all of this, but I would like to talk about specifically the Google Analytics and the Google Ads, because these are free tools and Google uses a lot, many algorithm change every month, and now from the transition of Google Analytics 3 to Google Analytics 4, which is not so good news for marketer, but it definitely shows the user interactions are based on events, based on sessions, how you journey, come to the website, which are the landing pages you go, which are the regions and the countries you are getting the traffic, where it is bouncing off your customers, which are the pages they are not coming. All those information you get it in Google Analytics. Whereas Google Ad, if you are into B2C, Google Ads works really well, like a Nike or a kind of an e-commerce, kind of an industry, healthcare kind of an industry, where like an Apollo and the app from where you are buying the medicine. So there, if you are doing Google Ads, it's definitely good. But when you are using B2B, which I really believe it has a good power, and that's LinkedIn Analytics, where you actually see who are your customers, what are the likelihood of other types of customers, what would be your overall cost, and if you really make your reach higher, how do you really get the right kind of audience, meaning the conversion and the ROI, return on investment, becomes better. And Gamma, I'm sure it's a student's friend. It's just like Canva. You use the website, you create the presentation, and you also create different other things like carousels, reels, and so on and so forth. You know it all, but I thought I'll specifically talk about Claude and Perplexity. Claude is definitely useful when you have a chunk of data in the Excel sheet. You did a survey of 10,000 users and your boss asked, hey, I want a report in 1 hour. You attach that Excel sheet in Claude and ask them, create me an insight report, summary, recommendation, detailed slide by slide. It just does it in minutes and it's 99% accurate. And Perplexity, this is where you use the real-time sources which ChatGPT 4 doesn't give you, but you get the actual source or the URL to make your research data more authentic. So, what are the conclusions and the key takeaways? The first, learning is very important. AI tools will stay. Today it is AI, tomorrow it would be something else. Will you really leave up of not using those tools? No, not really. Then you will be an obsolete, because today many people are losing jobs of AI, but then AI is also creating enormous opportunity of new jobs, because to handle the AI algorithm, to train them, you need human. You need to identify the data set, you need to train them, you need to model it, and you need to identify the insights. AI can only do certain things, but to use it in the right way, you need human. So, if you are not learning AI, you will be losing your job to those who has already learned, mastered, and are executing it. So, turn these things on your own side. And then the last one, the journey has already started. So embrace the journey, embrace the learning, and it will stay forever. Thank you so much for hearing me. Take care. Bye-bye.